Hi everyone, it's Christian from CRENpolitics here today to talk to you about an issue that has been coming up in past elections and it's coming up in the '08 one as well. Universal health care. Now, government is trying to convince you that universal health care will be free and that you'll never have to pay another dime for your health insurance. This is clearly wrong. Just take a look at France and Norway, for example. In Norway, to buy a new car, the taxes are actually doubled of what the car is worth. So a $15,000 car is going to cost you $45,000, $30,000 going to the government. And of that new car you just bought, $9 is what it costs to buy a gallon of fuel in Norway. 6 of it goes to the government to pay for universal health care. And wine in France and Norway, the cheap stuff I must say, costs $16 a bottle. Now, in France, they are suffering one of the biggest deficits ever of 18 billion US dollars. That's about 12 billion euros. And guess what the majority of it's from? Universal health care. Now, the new president, Sarkozy, is trying to get rid of universal health care in France because it's clearly destroying their country. Also, in countries that have universal health care, this is not just France and Norway, they still pay 10 to 40% copay when they go to the doctor's office because they need to pay for universal health care. And in countries that do have universal health care, like France and Norway, are some of the most heavily taxed people in the world. More than us. Now, in Michael Moore's new movie, Sicko, he claims that there are 45 million Americans that are uninsured, and so has Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. They've all said it, politicians. It's clearly not 45 million. Of the 45 million, just want to get this right for you. 9.5 million are not citizens. 8.7 million make $75,000 per year. 8.3 million make between $50,000 and $75,000 a year. 14 million are eligible for Medicaid but don't apply. This comes from the U.S. Census Bureau. And this other source says that 10 million are not citizens or illegal immigrants of the 45 million, and that 20 million are just switching health insurance plans. Now, I don't trust the sources much, but you know what? There's got to be some truth in there of that 20 million that are just switching health insurance plans. However, that being said, I must admit that health insurance is on the rise in America, and it's becoming harder and harder for Americans to pay for each year. So what candidate has the plan to lower health insurance for Americans? That's Rudy Giuliani's plan, is just that. He wants to take $15,000 out of everyone's taxes so they can put that towards health care insurance. Now, what he said is that if everyone pays for their own health care via that $15,000 that they save from their taxes, that if they all sign up for a plan, the only way that Company A is going to get customers from Company B is that they lower their prices. So if they lower the prices from $15,000 to $12,000 and Company B's prices were $15,000, a lot of people from Company B are going to join Company A because of the lower prices. Excuse me. However, that being said, the only way that Company B could keep their customers is that they lower their prices from $15,000 to $12,000 as well. This will make prices of health insurance lower and lower every time as companies fight for you and me. And also, he said that of that $15,000 you take out of your taxes for health care, that if your health insurance only costs $12,000, you still get to keep that $3,000. This seems like a very good plan, and it's the only plan that has a chance because everyone else is talking about universal health care. So next time you're told that there are 45 million uninsured Americans and that universal health care is the only way to go, it's clearly not. And even one politician to try to make universal health care work in America said that he would charge $50 in taxes per pack of cigarettes. He said this would help Americans for 2 reasons: stop smokers from smoking and lower pay for universal health care. However, just think about that for 1 second. Since the prices are so high in cigarettes that smokers stop smoking and that there's no smokers left, where are they going to get that $50 in taxes every time someone buys a cigarette if there's no one smoking anymore? Clearly not a good idea. And also, if we do somehow switch to universal health care, do you really want the health care that veterans get at VA? Now, I clearly want veterans to get better health care at VA, and I think we need to work on doing that, but let's face it, if we get universal health care, we're going to be going to VA as well, and we're going to get the same health care as our veterans get. So if you had a choice of, Jefferson in my hometown, Philly, MD Anderson, or other great hospitals in America, would you rather choose them or VA? I think the choice is pretty clear. So it's clearly that universal healthcare is not a good solution for us in America. You just look at other countries and how they're suffering from it. Hope you'd enjoy this video, and next time, it's going to be a real special one. NAFTA and the Amero. How both sides, both parties, Republicans and Democrats, are hiding a huge secret that could change our lives forever. And the illegal immigrants we have in this country may be citizens, along with Mexico's population and Canada's population. We all may be one country in the future. Hopefully, we can stop this, and we need more people to realize this. So tune in next time. It's going to be a real interesting report of NAFTA and the Amero.